Hey there, folks. It's the Beardy Wine Guy, aka Joe, and we're doing a brand new thing for the YouTube channel. It's the Bottleswinebar wine and alcohol quiz. And I've spent a bit of time trying to get this together, and I'm really, really excited because we managed to get some special guests in. It is TAG, which are the three average gamers. That's Jay, Becky, and Ollie. Say hello, dudes.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. So they were a little bit nervous that I was going to start bombarding them with lots of evil wine questions, but there are it's a mixed bag. There are mainly multiple choice things in there, so it's meant to be a bit of fun. And if you want to play at home, just have a go on Zoom or whatever else with your family. It's all good. We'll be reviewing the answers at the end of each section. We've got 4 rounds, and the first one coming up is obviously wine and ting.
Oh God.
So we got wine and ting. So let's get cracking. Question number 1. When you're at a restaurant and a small amount of wine is poured to taste, what's the purpose of that? What's the purpose?
I'm fairly confident I've got 1 out of 1. I'll back out there. Nice to see you all.
Yeah, 100% record.
Yeah, I'm retiring.
Like Sam Allardyce.
Well, what I thought it was, there's no option for it. So.
I want to know what you thought.
Well, I think you're possibly thinking of a different word for it, Beck. I would imagine.
Am I?
Yeah,
there was a word I was expecting to see that isn't there, but there's a different word in its place.
I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just have a go.
Ooh.
Okay. So question number 2. Why should you drink dry wines before you drink sweet wines?
Oh, that's a tricky one, actually.
These are all questions that people ask me when I'm at work.
I am going
Seems so long ago.
Well, I'm going to give an answer based on a certain cocktail that I like to drink and the reason why they serve Prosecco with that cocktail.
I like it. Pick from your experiences.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
From my non-alcoholic nights out.
Yeah, nice try back.
Of course.
Okay.
Right. Question 3. Rioja is a wine from Spain, but what is Rioja? Variety of grape, a region of northern Spain, or a Spanish word meaning king of wines?
Ooh.
I like these noises. People are actually thinking.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm tossing up between 2 here, but I'm gonna go for the second one because, yeah, I won't say anything else. Because it's probably wrong.
You do realize this is a quiz that's going to be going up on YouTube. So, shouting out the answer while we're playing might not be the best call. And
no, I won't do that.
Jay and Becky have informed me that they are playing separately, even though they're in the same room. So,
yeah.
There's a lot at stake here to be
There is.
The wine champ. Question 4. According to legend, for centuries, women's breasts have inspired the shape of many drinking vessels. But which French Queenies' mammaries were said to inspire the coupe champagne glass? Marie Antionette, which I've spelt wrong, Margaret of Provence, or Eleanor of Aquitaine? And there's a picture of the glass, so just think of a boob in the glass. And
Joe, it's a good thing that you actually say here's a picture of the glass, because I thought you were going to say here's the picture of the breast.
Yeah, that would have been better, I think.
Can we wait until after the recording session, and I'll show you the picture.
Firstly, here's Marie Antoinette's back. Secondly,
it's in an oil painting, but they're still lovely.
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I've got an answer for that. Yeah.
Cool. Number 5. White wines can be made from any colour of grape, white skin grapes only, or green or red grapes, but not black grapes.
That is an interesting one.
After we come up with the answers, if you want any elaboration on why the answer is the way it is, then I will be very brief. But
Well, my brain will be suitably frazzled after the questions. So.
Fabulous.
Okay. It's a stupid thing, but do you ever do multiple choice quizzes and you get to like question 5 or 6 and you look at your answers and think, I haven't had many of that letter yet. surely one of them.
It's difficult setting them as well because you're like, what do I put them in A or B, and then would 2 B's go? So yeah, you have to try and mix it up a little bit.
I have that problem with the laws that I do every week on the podcast.
Yeah, which we'll talk about in a second. In another round. Question 6: red wines is usually most commonly a little spicy or peppery.
Right, well, I wouldn't say it's that because I drink quite a lot of that. But then if it is, I'm going to look stupid.
Oh, that's thrown me because I've drank all of those and I wouldn't describe them as spicy or peppery.
You've obviously had terrible ones from Lidl.
Yeah, the ones from the garage, you're not going to be picking up much.
There's no notes there.
No, there's no notes.
Apart from maybe a scratch card.
Yeah, you got to take wins when you can with those sort of things.
I'm picking one that I haven't drank a lot of, though. That's what I'm picking.
Okay.
Theory makes sense.
There's some logic there, I suppose. Question 7. Which grape variety is the most planted in the world?
Ooh.
So the most amount of area, so vineyard area, is taken up by this grape.
Yeah, what are you looking at? You can't see my answers. Back out of it.
I'm not looking at your answers.
Keep those eyes down.
This is why I chose these guys because they and you can see it in all of their other content. They're very comfortable in each other's company when having a chat.
Yeah. a bit too comfortable at times.
In fact, I was kind of hoping they'd be in separate rooms, but hey.
It's serious, it doesn't need to matter.
Yeah. Okay. Question 8.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Joe. Jay is about to rudely open a can.
Go for it. Oh,
he's trying to cough over it, for God's sake.
It's a beautiful sound, isn't it?
Thank you.
It is.
Oh, he's putting the paw against the mic.
Hang on. Previous.
No, they can't hear
They
that.
can't hear that. It's not good enough.
That's froth. They can't hear froth.
It's not good enough, Mike. You should hear the bubbles.
Okay. Question 8. You might know it, you might not, but think logically about it. In winemaking, reducing the grape crop or the amount of grapes on the vine does what to the resulting wine it's made from?
Ooh.
Might be able to adjust it to if you grow tomatoes or strawberries or, at the end of the day, it's a plant.
Reducing the grape crop. Well, the logic one to me would be that, but again, until the answers are read out, I'm not confident.
Yeah. See, this isn't beer. I'm drinking a. Do you know they sell water in cans now? It's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard. I haven't had any though because I may have got a watering can out the back. So
refreshing can of water.
Can of water.
Yeah. Question 9. In wine labeling, what does spumante mean?
Spumante.
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 It's Italian, if you didn't realise.
I did, but you wouldn't have realised it from my accent.
Spumante.
Can I please have a glass of Spumante?
Oh my God, it's going to say it.
Spumante.
Spumante, it's right there on the screen.
I should have put it phonetically, shouldn't I, really?
Spumante.
Spumante.
I'm using a logical option there. I think it's logical, but it might be completely wrong again.
Okay. Hey, at the end of the day. Right, this one doesn't have a multiple choice. This is the difficult one. So Pinot Meunier, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay are grapes most commonly blended to make which kind of wine?
When you say which kind, do you it just basically red, white, or rosé?
Well, it's the name. No, it's the name of the wine. It has a very specific name. And
okay.
If all of you are really struggling, there is a clue available.
I'd like a clue, please.
Okay.
I mean, I'd happily put a guess down, but it will literally be stabbing in the dark.
It's a kind of sparkling wine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad the visual's not on for this because my face. Okay.
I've got an answer.
He hasn't got a clue.
Okay.
Nor have I, but I've got an answer.
Does anyone want any questions repeated, or are we good?
No, I'm good.
All right. So, answer time for round 1. When you're at a restaurant, small amount of wine is poured to taste. What's the purpose? It's to make sure the wine isn't spoiled. I think Ollie was going for corked or something along those lines. Yeah.
But I went for that answer.
Now, people seem to think it's to see if you like the wine. Unfortunately, restaurants aren't going to make any money if you do that, because if someone decides they don't, they're left with an open bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, tough tits, basically. You've ordered it.
Absolutely.
It's more you don't want all those bad flavors associated with corked wine. So dry wines before sweet wines to prevent the dry wine from seeming overly dry. Because it bumps up the dryness of wines if you have something sweet before it.
Right. Okay.
Fair enough.
Makes sense, actually.
That's why you have it. That's why you have sweet wines at the end of a meal, at dessert. Because it kind of follows a logical trend. It's a region of northern Spain.
Oh, that was me tossing up between A and C.
Yeah,
I actually knew that one. In honesty,
pretty close to Catalonia. It's Marie Antoinette.
Yes,
she had lovely glass-shaped boobies.
I went with.
She did indeed.
They were fabulous. White wines can be made from any color of grape.
Yep.
Yay!
Cool. The juice from red or black grapes is clear. It's the skin that adds color. So there you go. It is Shiraz. Shiraz, generally Australian Shiraz, does have a spice or pepper note to it as well.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't really drank a lot of.
Yeah, Shiraz is something I pick up very often, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, now you know it. It's it's banging with a bit of spice, steak. Get involved. Chardonnay. Now this is a bit of a lie because it's not the most planted in the world, but the one that is, no one knows what it is. It's called Eren, and it's from Spain. It's generally used in blends. No one would know that, so I went with the second most.
It was a guess, but I got it right.
Oh, and also, white Zinfandel isn't a grape. Zinfandel is, which is a red grape. White Zinfandel is made from red grape. Just a heads up. Just a heads up if anyone was watching. White Zinfandel isn't a pink grape. Yeah. So it intensifies the flavour.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Boom.
Because if you think about it, the vine is getting a certain amount of nutrients. Now, if it's sharing it between lots of different grapes, it's going to dilute down that flavour and the amount of sugar. If there are less grapes, more's going into kind of fewer grapes. Does that make sense?
Right. When you said tomato, that's when you said it applies to all plants. Then I was like, yeah, there's got to be that.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
There's no you said it, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Spumante is sparkling.
Yes. I literally went for that because of the SP at the start. That's literally the only reason why.
Okay.
Good thought.
Yeah, it's Italian for sparkling.
Spumante.
And the answer is champagne.
Oh, I went Carver.
I went champagne.
Yeah, champagne. All right, cool. So, do we have team names? Or are we just going to go with Ollie, J and Beck?
It's probably easier.
All right, we'll go Ollie, J, Beck. All right, Ollie, Scores?
5 out of 10.
5. Not too bad, mate. Jay?
6.
6. Beck?
4.
Hey, Hey, they're all within 2. There can be these big swings.
I was just about to say 10, but then I know full well that Ollie would have had a go at me.
And I'm sat next to you.
Yes, because I clearly heard you audibly say, "Oh, I got that wrong" about 3 times.
He'd have shouted shenanigans immediately.
Absolutely would.
So this next round is where you can get a lot of points if you're fairly quick off the mark. All right. So the question is, before you write anything down, it's the world o' wine.
Ooh.
What are the top 10 wine producing countries in terms of volume, amount of bottles?
So how are we doing this? Are we writing a list?
So scoring system is, I would say, write as many different countries down as you know that produce wine.
Right.
And then organize them into a top 10, right? Any of the ones that you get in the top 10, you'll get 2 points.
Yeah.
If you get number 1, I'll give you 5 points for that bad boy.
Okay.
And if you've got more than 10, there's an honorable mentions list, and you'll get a point for those as well. So in theory, there are 18, 23 for the top 10 list, and then you could get another 10 points max on the honorable mentions. So go buck wild.
Another question, Jay.
Yep.
States in America, are they classed as countries?
Just class it as the country. Yeah, I haven't gone into states because to be fair, there's only about 3 or 4 that make them in the US. Yeah. So it's all good. Right. So time's starting now. Get scribbling. I'll give you 3-4 minutes, maybe 5.
Okay.
And while those guys are working on that, I'll do a quick thing about what we're doing this quiz for. We're going to do it in conjunction with a charity, which is WaterAid. It's a non-profit organization that gets clean, safe water to people. They don't take any admin fees. Everyone who works for them are volunteers. It was suggested to me by my colleague Hannah. And if you'd like to just donate, I don't know, £1, £2. If you do a quid and chuck in some gift aid as well, that would be amazing. I'm just trying to get as much as we can for it. The donation information is in the description as well. So, Mr. Booze, Mr. Booze, Mr. Booze, Mr. So we had a little Zoom break where we went into a new meeting. They've had enough time, so let's get into the top 10 wine producing countries. Remember, if you get number 1, you get 5 points. If not, and they're all in different orders, 2 points for the top 10. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Right, so number 1 is Italy. I got this from 2019.
Yep.
Italy, France, Spain, United States, Argentina, Australia, Germany, South Africa, Chile, Portugal.
Oh my! How did I forget South Africa? That's ridiculous.
And you can see on the map that there's a kind of a theme where they go through these kind of bands. You know, that you can't grow wine in too hot, too humid. It has to be generally in a defined area. Although there are some exceptions. So remember, top. If you got top, you get 5. If not, any of those, 2 points apiece.
So if we've written these down anywhere on our list, we get 5 points for Italy and 2 for the rest. Yeah.
Yep. And if you didn't get the top one, if Italy's somewhere else, you get 2 for it.
That's fine.
Okay, so if we didn't write Italy down as our number 1, we get 2.
That was just a little bonus.
You get 5.
That was just a little bonus if someone was particularly
right. Okay, I didn't have it strong then.
That's all right. That's all good. Right. So
I underestimated Portugal. I overestimated Portugal. Sorry, I put Portugal way higher than 10th, and I did not think Italy was anywhere near that popular.
I put Italy at number 8 on mine.
Yeah, I knew it. Obviously, I knew it grew wine, but I didn't think it was that big. bigger than France or Spain.
Italy grow massive amounts of grapes.
That's crazy.
Massive amounts. Pretty much the whole south is grape. So we done a marking for that one?
Yep.
Yep.
So any extra countries that you had, you didn't have to just write down 10. You can write as many as you can. These are the honourable mentions that I've put. If you have any that are different from here, tell me, and I might be able to give you a point. I haven't been able to put every single country down, but
I've written about 30 countries down, to be honest.
Well,
so it's 1 point for each of these, yeah?
1 point for each, yeah. I think I might actually be strict on that because if you were just writing down every country you could think of. Yeah, these one.
Peru. Does Peru not?
No, not really, mate.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I didn't know India did wine.
Didn't know Switzerland did either.
I put India. I didn't put Switzerland.
India recently. I mean, in China, they're able to grow them in the Gobi Desert, which is nuts. It has like 4 or 5 inches of rain a year, so they're having to irrigate from a river nearby, and then they have to kind of almost bury them close to the ground so that winds don't take them out.
I didn't put China either.
China's growing more and more now. But a lot of people put New Zealand in there. I mean, they're well known, but they don't actually produce as much as any of those other countries.
Yeah, I had them at number 5.
Yeah, in terms of volume.
Small country.
Yeah, it is a small country. So, how are we looking on the marking?
I have 27 points.
What?
Wowzers. Good work.
I can go through them if you want. I've got 27.
Now. we just name your top 10.
So at 10, I went Australia first, France second, Argentina third, Spain fourth, New Zealand fifth, Chile sixth, Portugal seventh, Italy eighth, USA ninth, and I went for Brazil 10th because I was really struggling at that point.
Wow! So you did actually mention Brazil. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys.
I got 21.
Very good.
My top 10, I put France first, then Spain, Portugal, Australia, America, Argentina, Italy, New Zealand, Chile, and South Africa.
Hey, to be fair, like you guys are getting 7 or 8 or 10 out of the top 10, which is not a lot of people do that. They might get half. So
I've looked at a lot of wine bottles.
Yeah. The annoying thing that is annoying me is I went to South Africa on my honeymoon and I've drunk a lot of South Africa wine. I completely and utterly forgot about it.
If I could see your face on here, I would point and say shame. But
I went to the continent, right? In my head when I was doing this list, I went to Africa as a continent. I went, nah, nobody in Africa does it.
The only sad thing is, the only reason that I actually picked South Africa was because a long time ago, I went to a house party and someone had brought a pack of wine, like a wine in a bag that's in a box.
Yeah.
And it was called Rorke's Drift, which was a South African Cab Sav, I think.
Yeah. So Rorke's Drift are in the same kind of area as Jacob's Creek and all those lovely winemakers that used to produce tons and tons of wine very cheaply. Beck, how we do?
I got 20.
Very good.
I got number 1 is Italy. Number 2 is Argentina.
Did you get number 1 as Italy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, the only one. Well done.
Thank you. So yeah, number 1 is Italy. Number 2 is Argentina. 3 New Zealand. 4 Portugal. 5 California, but obviously USA.
Yep.
6 South Africa. 7 Chile. 8 France. 9 Spain. 10 Australia.
Amazing. Well, that was a really, really good round for all of you, to be honest. Yep. And you can see it's a bit of an equalizer in terms of scoring. Hey folks, so we've had the first 2 rounds. Let's have a quick tot up of the scores. We'll start from. Well, actually, let's not be mean. and go from the bottom. Ollie,
No,
Ollie,
Joe, let's not beat around the bush here. Let's just do it.
Go
All
for
right,
me
okay.
instead.
okay.
I am at the bottom, the person who probably drinks the most wine out of the three of us. I am last with 24.
But
I think
the
you've
next
actually
the next
equally
round
beat
isn't about wine, so you can pick it back up. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, so well, I've got. I'll just go from my list. I've got Ollie on 32, Jay on 27, and Beck on 24. So 6, 7, 8. There's 8 marks between top and the bottom, but you never know. In this game, you never know. Right. So round 3 is called Mr. Booze.
Ooh.
Mr. Booze. So we've gone away from wine now, and now we're getting into generic booze section.
Does he have a wife?
Well, it was what I was thinking of changing my name to. So no. I'm not sure my mum would be happy about it, but it's definitely it's on the table. Right. So 10 questions. Some are multiple choice, some aren't. So have a crack at this. Question number 1: what's the main alcoholic beverage in a classic pina colada?
If you like pina coladas.
I will say there's a bonus point on offer if you can be specific.
Ooh.
We're not talking brand names. We're just talking about a certain kind.
Okay, well, that's made me put something particular. I may be completely wrong, but
Okay.
I'm not a huge cocktail. What's the word?
Fan.
Yeah, I was looking for a more posh word to make it sound intelligent, but I can't remember it. So
Aficionado. Connoisseur. Yeah.
Connoisseur.
Yeah.
See, I like a pina colada.
I know a fair bit about pina coladas because I made like 1 million of them when I lived abroad. So we'll have a chat about that when the answer comes round. Right. So this one is in honor of your guys' podcast, mainly Ollie's round. It's a USA round. USA drinking laws. For most people, there is a limit to how much alcohol can be brought into the state of Maryland. Which occupation are you allowed to bring limitless alcohol into the state?
Which occupation?
Yes. Which job? Which job are you allowed to have? I remember we're in the USA, so there are some jobs that they hold in higher esteem than others.
Yeah, I think. I don't know maybe the correct word they use for it, but
what are you thinking about?
Well, I've got an answer, and I'll tell you that I might actually tell you the answer I've got before Joe goes on to the answer.
If it's rude, can we follow on from your podcast and name it after a fruit, please?
It's definitely not rude.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, hang on.
All right.
It's perhaps the opposite of rude.
I'll give you a little second to think about that because it's a bit of a humdinger.
I've gone purely logical.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought that, but then something popped into my head, and I was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
But it might be ridiculous.
I like this question. Just because
it's a good one.
It makes no sense to me, but sure.
Oh, well, I might be out then.
I mean, it's not an alcohol taster, okay? Just in case you're going for it.
No, I think I know what Jay's gone for. But...
It's not a beer taster. All right, okay. Question 3. Tonic water was drunk by colonial soldiers in 19th century India because the quinine it contains helps stave off which disease?
Oh, I actually know this.
Oh, I know that quinine is good for the stomach. It settles the stomach, but I don't know about the disease.
Yeah, so instead of putting what you think it is, just put in case someone lets out a large amount of strawberries from their backside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a big old load of strawberries.
I have absolutely no idea if the disease I put down, A, is a disease, B, if it is ever in India, C, if it's a disease.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I picked these questions because some people know them, some people don't. There's a bit of difficulty involved. Right. Number 4. What is the basic ingredient of the drink mead?
God.
I had a friend who used to make this back in university, and it was savage stuff. It was really high percentage. Basic ingredient of the drink mead.
Okie doke.
The rest of the guys?
Now,
There is no we.
we know somebody who likes mead.
It's the only reason I know this answer to that question.
Yeah.
Because he would not stop talking about it.
Okay. So people are feeling pretty confident about that one. Fantastic.
Well, I imagine we've got the same answer because he came round for a week and told us about how good.
He just talked to you for a whole weekend about mead.
Yeah, so it's kind of stuck.
They were like, how's the wife and kids? Mead.
And also, what was funny as well, he drank it from a wooden.
Yeah. He's one of them. All right,
Yeah.
okay. From some sort of horn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A meese horn, perhaps.
Yeah, a meese. The meeses or the moose?
The Mises horn.
Question 5. It's an open one. Name a fruit that you put in a drink. You're not allowed to say lime, lemon, cherry, or orange. But any other is cool. It's going to be Quizmaster's choice on whether it's legit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone
I'm confident.
Everyone happy?
Yeah.
Cool. What Californian surf beach is also the name of a popular brand of drink?
Oh, fig.
Okay, well, that was easy.
Oh, I like the fact you're bringing in fig.
Californian surf beach.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
I feel like it's probably really obvious, but it's not jumping out at me.
It is obvious.
Are these all? So it's a boozy answer then, because it's a boozy.
These are right. It's all booze, mate. It's all. We're not going soft here, mate.
Wow. Okay.
Hard
rules
liquor or
answer.
nothing.
Guy, that is a struggle for me. Move on if you want, and I'll try and.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Jay, Beck?
Oh, yeah, we've got it.
You got it? Good stuff.
Yeah, that was not a problem for me.
Okay, question 7. Genever, spelled in a couple of different ways, is the precursor to modern gin, originated in which country?
It's a guess for me.
That's okay. But as much as people want to say, the English didn't invent gin.
Shock, horror.
No, we didn't. We invented a lot of stuff, but we didn't get on the gin train.
No.
Ready to roll?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, question 8. Non-alcoholic beers typically contain as much alcohol as which piece of fruit?
Ooh.
Oh, I think I know this. I think I remember somebody telling me that there's like 0.000 something % alcohol in them. So if you eat like 50,000, you might start to get drunk.
Yeah, you probably die, but
I bet I've got the wrong one.
You'd be like Mr. Creosote from Monty Python, but yeah, it's slightly more alcohol than that, but yeah. Got an answer?
Yeah.
Cool. Number 9 is a tricky one. What is sinosilicophobia the fear of? Is it beer? And that's meant to say an empty beer glass or glass in your drink?
That's how you say empty when you've had a few beers.
An empty beer glass.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And number 10 on round 3. What percentage of the UK's consumption of cider accounts for the whole of the world's? And I'll give answers within 10%. Just to be...
The whole of the world?
The whole of the world's.
God.
Now, we drink a lot of cider.
Yeah, but there's that, there are two schools of thought, really, aren't there? We do drink a lot of cider. We do. It just depends on how much. Because the UK it's a small country.
Yeah.
We're not the only country in the world that has apples.
Yeah, but we do drink a lot of cider.
Yeah. So you're going to have to make a decision.
Yeah, I've got an answer.
Yep. Everyone
I've
else?
changed mine at the last minute.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Right. Are you ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready for answers?
Mhm.
So, question 1. It's rum. I'll take an extra point for white.
I
Oh.
know.
Apple white rum.
I
Brilliant.
put dark rum. Does that mean I get no points?
You get rum.
Okay.
So you get 1.
Okay.
There's differing views in terms of people who make cocktails, but let's go for the classic pina colada, which is white rum.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Question 2. It is people on active military service,
Oh, damn it.
which is worrying to me.
Yeah.
I went for, I was thinking along the lines of either like a clergyman or a priest because of the communion wine.
Yeah, that's a really, really good shout. I'm half tempted to give you a point, but I won't.
I said
but-
truck driver because technically they'd be traveling with limitless alcohol across state lines, right?
But you can only get so much in a truck.
Yeah, but I mean that they probably have licenses to be able to do it. But if you're going to be staying in Maryland or
Okay.
Maryland, then yeah, basically people who handle guns all the time can drink as much as they want
Brilliant.
and bring it in,
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense.
which is such a USA thing. Yeah. Okay. Question 3. It is malaria.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So quinine.
I'm not going to say what I put because I don't know if it's a really stupid answer.
Oh, please tell us now.
Yeah, you got to now.
I put cholera.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
It's really stupid, right?
I don't think it's stupid.
Col-
Well, it popped into my head for some reason. I don't know why, and I couldn't think of anything else.
cholera is the disease where you kind of pair yourself to death
In
like,
India.
in the toilet. Yeah.
In 19th century India?
Yeah. That's what it was all over the place. Your stomach would be funny. You'd have bacteria, and then you dehydrate because you would just be doing pairs all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's malaria.
Fair enough.
And anti-malarial tablets still have that active thing in, but just slightly less. It is honey
Yes.
from mead.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, my friend used to make the meanest batch of mead ever. It was just loopy juice. Number 5. Let's hear your fruits.
I went pineapple.
I will accept pineapple, but it's my least favorite because it's generally a garnish rather than actually being put into the drink. But I'll accept it.
Rebecca?
I put tomato,
Can you put it in context, please?
like a Bloody Mary.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I went slowberry, as in slow gin.
I'll accept that as well. Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, fruit fruit flavored things, I'd have maybe kicked off about. But yeah, I'll accept all of those. They were all good. There were other ones. There were olive, cucumber, and also I did put tomato in my notes as well. So yeah, you can all have a point for that.
Lovely.
Question 6. It's Malibu.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so obvious. Malibu.
I couldn't think of one, so I tried to put a humorous one. So I went with Drambuie.
That's a Scottish liqueur that's whiskey based. So I'm not sure.
I thought it'd be like, hey, you want to go around Drambuie Beach?
That sounds more Australian, mate. You all right?
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds mental, but we
Thanks.
got we all love a trier, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
Thank God.
No. Yeah. Malibu, the drink that smells like sun cream.
Yeah.
Jenever was Dutch originally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So flavoring alcohol with juniper was essentially Jenever. I've drank Jenever. It's incredibly strong. It's not anything like the gin that we drink. You don't drink it in large amounts. It's very, very strong. Non-alcoholic beers have banana.
Yes.
About as much alcohol as which piece of fruit. And you know that because whenever you have a really overripe banana, you can smell it smells and tastes a bit boozy. It's got a certain thing to it. Non-alcoholic beers have 0.05% alcohol. That's allowed by law, which is about the same as banana when it's ripe. Not when it's fresh, but when it's ripe.
Ah.
There we go.
Sina silicophobia is an empty beer glass. An empty beer glass.
No way.
I went for beer.
I went for glass new drink.
Yeah, it's the silica bit, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. So an empty beer glass, and it is 40%.
Oh, I put 43.
I put 34.
Yeah, so you can have 43. Yeah, within 10.
Oh, within 10.
Oh my
I'm
God.
right. I got 34.
I got bang on 40.
Did you really?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can have 3. You can have 3 points extra. So 4 for that question.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
unbelievable, Jeff.
What's that about? Oh, I'm in trouble here.
Well, I
Alan.
didn't expect anyone to get it spot on. So yeah, you might as well
Fair
have the
play, mate.
extra points.
I thought
Right.
I did well get within 3. Damn it.
Right. Okay. So that was round 3. Let's get hold of a pencil and let's get the scores for round 3. Ollie,
Another 5 for me.
a 5. Jay,
7.
a 7. Strong. Beck,
Drum roll, please. 11.
oh, here we go. Right.
Oh, 11 out of 10. That's a great effort.
No,
I
because
know.
she got the extra points. So
I know. Yeah, I know.
right. So we're going into the last round. And with that kind of 11 points, maybe it's bumped you up into having a real go. So the next one is about beer.
Yeah.
And generally about the way that you market beer. So I'm going to show you a load of slogans that people have advertised beer with. And I just want you to name which beer they are naming.
I'd like to think, in theory, I should be a little bit better than 5 out of 10 on this one. I'd like to think.
The thing is, when I was doing research for this, they have multiple slogans for each brand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be careful.
I'm
Right.
guessing you picked the ones that we don't know.
No. Some are obvious, some aren't. So,
Okay.
here you go.
Okay.
Right. So I've got 6 there. We'll work. You can work through those, and then when you're ready, I've got another page.
Okay, so all 6 of those are for one beer.
No. They're all separate beers. They're all
I
separate
see,
beers.
sorry. So top left is number 1, should we say? Yeah.
Yeah.
And are we going across the top?
Yeah,
or are we going...
go across the top and then across the bottom, I think is probably the best.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I should have numbered them really.
Oh, number 3, I'm not sure on.
Most of them are fairly logical. even with the ones you don't know, you know, there's a little bit in there that you can have a guess.
Well, that's what I've done with 6. I'm not sure about 3 though.
Again, look at the words. Does it say anything about the beer? When I say beer, I don't just mean lager. I mean all forms: beer, lager, ale.
Yeah. Okay.
Dark, light.
I've got an answer for 3. It's 4. I know I've heard 4, and I can't think what it was.
Craft. Any of them.
I am really struggling with this, so I'm just going to go with anything.
Go be gut.
I don't think 4. I'm putting an answer before. I don't think it's right, but I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 6 answers down anyway.
Okay. We can give you a little bit more time back if you're not too sure.
You might as well just go on because I'm going to today.
Okay, mate. Right, so there's a 6 and then these ones. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then the one at the bottom is a cider slogan.
Okay.
Which is ludicrous when I found it. So the one in the middle doesn't join up with the one at the bottom. So cider slogan's the separate bit.
Miles away from ordinary.
Yeah, that's the one that surprised me. That's probably the most difficult one.
Can't remember number 8 either.
I'm struggling with 8.
Like, how many's on that screen now? 4, isn't
there? 4. 3 along the top, and then the bottom one is cider slogan, hand-picked by hand, which is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous, that one. But it's a really, really well-known cider.
Yeah, I'm trying to... I can see it.
I've got... Yeah, I'm sure I've heard 8, but I just can't picture it.
It's weird, isn't it? When you don't have the logo, because I was going to do a logo round, and I thought, nah, it's too easy for these guys. They'll moider it.
Okay.
Okay.
No, 9. 9, 10.
Yeah, I'm struggling with 8 and 9.
There's no 10 on there.
8 and 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and the side slogan.
All right. Okay.
We're gonna have to think of an answer for 9.
Just bear with me a second on 9.
That's all right. Go for it.
Yeah, same.
I'll give you a little bit more time because some of these are super tricky.
Right, I've just thought of one that literally just thought of a beer for 9. I don't think I have no idea if it's right or not. It's probably not. Right, I'm good to go.
Right, I will say for number 9, it's very recent. It's come out in the last few months.
Oh, what, the slogan or the beer?
The cider one, the cider slogan.
Okay.
The cider has been around for ages. And just to give you another clue, it's one that we may have drank when we were younger people.
Well, that's making me think it's not the one I've put now.
It's not considered a premium product.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm good with that.
Cool.
Thanks, Joe. That's helped me out.
No worries. It is a tricky one, that last one.
Okay, I've changed my answer for the cider one and I'm good, I think.
Okie dokie. Back.
Yeah, good.
All right, cool. So I haven't done answer slide for this one, but we'll look at these. So the king of beers is Budweiser. It's the king of beers, apparently.
Mm.
Spot on is Carling.
Yep.
Now, I was saying, have a look at the words in there. Out of the darkness comes light.
Is it Guinness?
It's Guinness.
Yeah.
Yes, I got that.
That's not one that I know.
No, but they've had so many over the years, and so I thought I had to give you a bit of a clue on that one. Reassuringly expensive is Stella Artois.
Oh no! You said that. I went San Miguel. I couldn't think.
Oh, that's upset me.
What did you put, Jay?
I put Heineken.
Yeah, no, that was a big one. Was saying it's reassuringly expensive, which is weird because all I taste is chemicals. But
pretty sure I know the next one.
Each their own. Probably the best beer in the world, Carlsberg.
Yeah,
they've backtracked on that recently, but
really, can I just before you jump in the next one?
Yep.
I'm changing my answer.
Oh, is that allowed?
No, that's allowed as long as I haven't said the answer. I like that. I like a kind of a brain.
I would like him to say his answer before you do, Joe.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kronenberg 1664.
That's what I've gone for.
Correct.
What did you have before, Jay?
Stella. And then when he said reassuringly expensive, I blew up.
You can't change it because he said the answer.
Oh, that is dodgy. No. That is slightly dodgy, but I will allow it.
Thank you.
Because
no more changes though.
Oh, come on, Ollie, you're winning.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Here we go.
Right. So, no nonsense is John Smith's.
Yep.
Oh, I should know that.
No bleeping gadgets, no nonsense, John Smith's.
No nonsense. Let's all go northern. Let's have a northern.
You're bad.
Yeah. What was the classic? Have it.
Yeah. P.A.K.
Refreshes the parts other beers can't reach is Heineken.
I put Coors.
I put Foster's. I didn't have a clue.
Yeah, that was Heineken.
But then I kind of thought maybe Foster's was 9, but I haven't put that.
9 is very relevant. It is Corona.
Oh.
I went for Red Stripe.
I thought I'd throw in a Corona reference. And the cider slogan is a very recent one, like I said, last 3 months, but it's a really, really strange one. It's Strongbow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I had to.
Well, when you said that we might have drank it when we were younger, I put Scrumpy Jack.
Oh God, you were drinking Scrumpy Jack when I wouldn't have been able to handle that when I was a wee lad.
I did have Magners, but what you said threw me off. So.
Well, I was going to put in a question about Magners and Bulmers because they're the same cider, they're just differently marketed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So one is only drunk in Magners is from Ireland, and then Bulmers is the same cider but repackaged and marketed. So there you go.
Okay.
Right. So let's get our final marks on these bad boys. Round 4. Ollie.
I had a 6 on that one.
A 6, not too bad. Jay.
I had a 7, but I feel like Ollie's going to have a go at me, and so I don't mind.
No, it's fine.
And Becky?
I had 10.
Lie.
That's... I'm trying to think
I'm going to put 10.
I'm trying to think of a really strong-worded fruit here.
I can see 2. So we'll go with 2, shall we?
This is absolute. And then name the fruit.
Pineapple.
This is absolute pineapple.
Yeah.
What'd you get back?
2.
A 2. That almost sounds like 10.
You don't drink beer, so I can understand why it's not a very good round.
It sounded even more like 10 if you added 8 to it.
Yeah, true.
Why did I know that you were going to say something like that?
Right, okay. Quick tot up. 14. Oh, this has got very interesting. And,
don't say that.
35. Now, Beck, if I gave you 10, for round 4, you'd have ended up winning. So
Well, thank God you're not doing that.
I'm not going to
God.
do that, unfortunately.
What can I do to persuade you, Joe?
It's
Right, let's keep that off air.
I want the video chat to come back on. Right, okay. You know what? Like, we'll just double your, we'll triple your points. We'll give you a 6 for that bad boy.
Okay, thanks.
That's all right, mate. So there we go.
What's it called? What do you get in golf? Like you said the word earlier in golf.
Oh no, wooden spoon.
No.
Bogey, birdie, par.
No.
Albatross.
No.
Bunker.
You go in with extra points because
3
you got
wood.
a handicap.
Driver.
Oh
I've
yeah, you got a handicap. You get
Okay.
extra points for just
Thank
trying
you.
trying hard.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it was a very, very. Sorry, I'm going a bit ASMR here. It was a very, very close finish.
Oh, stop it.
Let's start from 3rd place. Okay. In 3rd place is Becky with 41.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Well done,
Thank you
Beck.
very much.
Good work.
Very
Thank
good
you.
work. Very good work. And now we're going for the winner. So in 2nd place with 43.
Mr. Booze. Mr. Booze. Mr. B-double-O-Z. That sure spells booze. You will wind up wearing tatted shoes if you...
Really?
And he got the extra point. So that must be gutting.
Oh, yeah. That's,
No, what you don't realise, right, is when we come off air here, Ollie and Jay are going to have a massive argument for Jay's...
No, that's not true. I don't know what
Yes.
you're talking about. I'm a dignified loser.
I'd like to just point out.
Yeah,
that-
whoa. You just said he's going to be a dignified loser. Ollie being a dignified loser is a load of grapefruit.
Ball pair.
It's a load of kumquat.
Look, what I'm say is that I could have changed my answers if I wasn't in the same room as Beck. Nobody would have known a thing. I thought it was the best thing to do to approach the Quizmaster, address the situation, and say I've made a terrible mistake. Can I change it? And answer it before he answers it to prove there was no.
Right. All I'll say was, and this is my only argument. This is the only thing I'm going to say. If one of the previous answers was not Stella Artois, you would not have changed your answer.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Well, it was the date that struggled me. When I looked over it again,
Basically,
After
Joe,
Stella Artois would come out as one of the answers, yeah.
I
because there's no
reckon.
date-
I also
Anyway,
think
thanks
you're
for
a terrible
joining us.
host.
Thanks for joining us on the Bottles Wine Bar Wine and Alcohol Quiz in conjunction with Bottles Wine Bar and Water Aid and our special guest Tag. Now we have just under 4 minutes left on our Zoom meeting. So you guys, big yourselves up. Promo, you get about 3.5 minutes to just say how brilliant you are and all of your links and all that jazz.
If you like listening to arguments about petty things, then look no further. I'm joking. The one good thing I will say about the quiz, Joe, thank you for doing that, is
You're welcome.
is it's encouraging me, I think, to drink more alcohol. So next time you do one, that I will win outright.
Yeah, that's a good tactic.
We're also sponsored by the NHS, so drink more alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, not in moderation, obviously.
No, definitely not.
But there we go.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
No, thank you for joining. We've been trying to get together for a couple of weeks, and it was absolutely brilliant. Thank you. So if you're not going to big up Tag, I will. Tag, TAG exclamation mark, are the 3 average gamers, Becky, Jay, and Ollie, and they do a podcast every week, but it's a live stream while we're doing this horrendous kind of lockdown thing. It's brilliant. I'm probably #1 fan. I've listened to every single one. And
Number 1 out of 4 isn't bad, is it, either?
True.
Hey, let's not quibble about numbers here.
Also, Joe, you were also our sound engineer.
Yeah.
When I tell you when the sound is absolute strawberries,
Yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah. Can you hear everything, Joe? And Joe says yes, and then we're away.
Yeah, fantastic.
But yeah, we do our live podcast every Thursday, pretty much smack on 6:30. It's just a bit of random chat, a bit of fun. We have a few games on there that you can play along with as well. And we've also got an Instagram page, which is Beck.
3.
Wow.
Oh dear, it's all falling apart.
You weren't expecting that. We caught you out.
3_ average_ gamers.
So 3_ average_ gamers.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you search tag !, you will find us.
Simple.
Yeah, that's the name of our channel on YouTube. And we're also going to try and get some other bits and pieces, other content out on YouTube and on Instagram throughout the week. And hopefully we'll hear and see a few of you on Thursday. There's a chat you can get involved with. We will sort of read out and do shout outs and stuff like that. So yeah, if you fancy a bit of a laugh on Thursday evenings and you've got nothing better to do, which frankly would be quite sad, but come along and say hello.
Oh,
yeah, like the future tag as well is that eventually we're going to all end up back in a room together. So there's probably going to be more physical challenges.
Violence. Oh, challenges.
Yes.
Sorry, challenges.
All right, guys. So we got about 20 seconds left. Thanks for watching. I really hoped whoever's watching enjoyed it with their family, friends, dogs, lodgers, whatever you're into. Much love. Thanks very much, guys. And everyone stay safe. Laters.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.